entweder wir machen ein Haus, dann gucken wir rein. Oder ich schneide so jetzt. Das ist
डेढ़ घंटे में लगाएगा 8 बजे नहीं ये तोड़ गया कैंसिल
So, it's been about an hour since I filmed anything, and that's purely because I've had to sort everything out. Because I am, well, I was supposed, tomorrow, I was supposed to be flying to reposition, because I'm on this tier point run at the minute. So, this evening I was supposed to fly from Dusseldorf to, Berlin to Dusseldorf with Eurowings, spend the night in Dusseldorf, and then tomorrow morning fly Lufthansa via Munich to Hamburg. So, and then I had another ticket from Hamburg that would take me to tomorrow night's stop, which is Zurich. I know it's very complicated. Anyway, so what has happened? Well, Eurowings staff were nowhere to be found. Hang on, let me just, there we go. So the Eurowings staff were nowhere to be found. And, you know, okay, fair enough, the last flight is scheduled to leave at 8:30. So, well, the last flight for the night is scheduled to leave at 8:30, with that being a flight to Stuttgart. Now, because of that, the Eurowings staff had all gone home, because they were not expecting Eurowings 8046, the 640, that was already running about 1 hour 40 minutes late. They were not expecting that to get cancelled. Now, that was cancelled because of the curfew in Dusseldorf. So, it was running an hour and a half late because on the day I'm filming this, Berlin Brandenburg is suffering from external IT problems. So, there is disruption because of that. Now, that caused the hour and a half delay. then, so the aircraft would have got to Dusseldorf. The airport would have shut for the night as part of its curfew, and essentially the aircraft needed to be in Berlin tonight, because tomorrow it's a Berlin-based aircraft. So if it has to start with its last flight tomorrow, if it has to start with its last flight tonight, even if that is like a 15-minute flight from Dusseldorf to Berlin, you know, that then already adds an hour and a half delay. So they cancelled that. So essentially, first thing in the morning, that aircraft can start right time. He says, well, they hope it can start right time. Anyway, so I go down to baggage claim. It says the bags will be on belt A1. No, they were on A2. Well, they started coming out on A2. Yeah, it said the bags for the cancelled flight would be on A1, and then it said please wait. That's fine. You know, because the airports had to find somewhere a baggage claim carousel to put them on. That's fine. But then they started coming out on A2. Yeah, that is a bit weird, that. Anyway, so luckily I saw my bag on belt 2, so I collected it, went out through customs, went up to the Eurowings check-in to see if there was anybody from Eurowings there. There wasn't. All the Eurowings check-in staff had gone home. Okay, fair enough. You know, there was no more Eurowings flights that night. So, and I then went to the Lufthansa Group office. Somebody came out, however she was going home. So, yeah. And she said that Lufthansa won't sort it out because it'll be Eurowings that rebook me, not Lufthansa. Because here in Berlin, the Lufthansa Group, so by which I mean the national airlines of the Lufthansa Group, so that's what Lufthansa City, Swiss, Austrian and Brussels, they all handle their flights, and then Eurowings handle their flights. They don't really talk to each other, despite them all being part of the bigger Lufthansa Group. Now, so what I've had to do, because of this, I've got to get to Hamburg tomorrow, I've booked a train ticket, so I've cancelled my Eurowings ticket. A refund is being processed for that. I should get the money for that back, or 143 euros of it, paid to the original payment method within 7 business days. So it's currently Thursday, so that's 2 Mondays' time. Anyway, no, yes. So, and then I then thought, okay, I'll just get an award ticket. No, I can't get an award ticket because there's been lots of Lufthansa Group cancellations today. You know, Austrian have cancelled a couple of flights. Lufthansa have cancelled a couple of, I think, 3 or 4 Munichs and 2, maybe 3 Frankfurts. There's a cancelled Brussels flight. There's a cancelled Austrian, as I said. I think Swiss had to cancel a couple of flights. So, you know, it was be waiting list just to get onto a flight. And no, I didn't want to go for that. So what I've decided is to bought a train ticket really for €45, including barn card discount. And hopefully I can claim that back, plus the €115 for this hotel room, plus my taxi here, plus my S-Bahn back to the airport tomorrow morning. I can claim all that back off Eurowings. So, I know I've been rambling along for 7 minutes already, but I just want to give you let you know what has happened since I walked through the doors from departures into the route to baggage claim and the exit. So, thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.